Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Medieval Dynasty. So, I only had one reply to my query about where to build. So today we're going to start building. I don't need any of that, I don't think, no. So first gone all the way to the door. The reply was for area 3. Oh, I better have a drink first. So that's where we're going, and we're going to start marking out where we're going to build. Now, going to have a quick look in a minute at how many buildings I can have. So you find that under management. So I can build 10 buildings. I've built one, obviously, which is my house. So that just gives me an idea of what I can place. At the moment, I'm just going to put the blueprints down, which means I'll be liable for tax, because apparently, from what I've heard, you're liable for tax from the minute the blueprints go down, even if they're not finished and people living in them. So just up here, let's have a quick look at the map. So it's in this area here, this section here. And I was thinking this might be a nice place for housing along by the river. So let's do that. Put a couple of houses down. Let me just spin some skills first. A survival knowledge. We'll take that one again. Now where our health is 30% more health, that's the maximum it's going to be. We have to add something else if we want something else. Crafting knowledge. So we'll go to start with the basics. Crafting knowledge. And extraction knowledge, I have 2. So I'll just, let me have a look and see. I want that one. What that one does is it gives you 50% resources recovered from destroying buildings and structures. So I'll take that. You have to have 1 in the first tier before you can have 1 in the second tier. Just having a look if there's anything in the 3rd tier I want to take. I'll take this one with the earth. Well, the extraction knowledge is going to give me, I'll stick with that, I think, because it gives me 10% more experience. All right. These rocks here, if you get your peak, I've got to remember, it's been a few days since I've played. All right. If you get your peak, you can't hit them. You can build over them though. So let's go to the beginning of this section. These not fruit bushes, no. All right. Those are. So I don't want to build on anything that is a resource. So let's go here. buildings, houses, put a house in, bring it slightly up to the road. I want to give them a little bit of front garden. Now, shall I have them coming out onto the road or onto the water? I think I'll have them coming out onto the road. So that's a house, and I'll probably make that one my house for now. And let's pick up some stones. What I need to do is build a hunter's lodge. And obviously I want it in the trees because it doesn't really matter where they are. So I might actually stick it here. Let me just check. There's no resources here, only some sticks. I don't really need to clear them up around that tree because I'm not going to build on the tree. Okay, buildings, hunter's lodge. Bring it up to the path. Too close. Put it on a cardinal point, which I didn't do for the house. All right, so that one I think we need to do first. Okay, so let's go back and get our stone and our logs, planks, all the things we're going to be building with. Because once I unlock the hunting lodge, build it so it unlocks quest-wise, then I get another quest. And I think it's to build some fields. So there is a quest that's coming up shortly to build fields. And I want to get that because I want to get the plants in summer. I'll leave this little house here for a little while because it's handy to Gostovia in case I need to overnight here. I've got a rabbit again. What am I looking for? Well, I might as well take the straw just in case I need it. Some of the not limestone, stone, and not bed, stick, limestone. Some of the buildings that are not houses. The houses you can change the construction to stone or whatever you want to make it, but the production buildings and other town buildings, they have a set structure, so you can't change it. You have to put what they're asking. And I think I need straw for the roof. All right. I'm dirty, yes. Well, I'm going to be building, so I'm going to be even dirtier. All right, so I do want to get this house and, well, the little village, the basics of it anyway, done. And then we can do some more quests and sort of do a half and half. But I want to get... Oh, stop running. Now. Oops, my hammer broke. Never mind. Make another one. The early hammers do break very quickly. Well, I don't think there's any upgrades to the hammers, actually. Oops, not what I wanted. I want to move. Not all the buildings are enclosed like this, but some of the storage ones are. Okay, so this is the hunter's lodge. You can dry meat on the drying rack. You can make bows once they're unlocked on the bench. And obviously there's storage here. And so our next quest is the gardening one. So I'm going to run back to Gustavia. Oh, actually, I just realised I can make a hoe myself. I don't need to buy one, but I am going to need to get some seeds. Yeah, so now it's going to tell me it's telling me I need fertilizer, seeds, and I need to buy those. I might have some of them actually in my storage. So the way I would normally do it is as soon as I've got my house built and collected a few bits and pieces, I would get down a couple of plots of land or just on the odd seeds that I've picked up, because you need to start farming on seeds as quickly as possible. When each time you harvest, you get seeds back. So I've heard that you get double the seeds back, but I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. So go in here, buy the fertilizer. Hello, Edwin. Show me your wets. Right, that'll do.
See you soon.
And now I've got to build some fields. And what I'm going to actually do is grab all the other stuff from my chest. There's another rabbit and a bird. Oh, that's good. Okay. Don't need any of that just now. I do need those. Those. Oh, I'll do for now. Let's have a quick slurp while we're at it. Oh, come on. Oh, pressing the wrong buttons there. So you'll have to let me know in the comments. Do you prefer jump cuts or quick time with music? Or do you prefer to hear me babbling on as we run somewhere? And again, for gathering and wood chopping, all of those things. What's your preference? Just put a comment in the comments and let me know what you prefer. Okay. So okay. You'll have to bear with me while I'm trying to work out the layout. These blueprints are not going to stay there, but I need to put them in just to work out where things are going. Resource storage. The food storage is not unlocked yet. It won't unlock till I've done that. So I need to put in little, how I measure it is, well, that'll do. 1, 2, 3. So this is, well, do that again. Measuring out is the frustrating part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 by 5. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that just gives me the footprint of the store, and then take that one. Check again. if there's any resources I need. And there always is, of course. Whoops. Running all wonky. Um, not extraction, production. I need it to be on the cardinal points. Otherwise, it's not going to be, the fields won't be straight. So that's that one. Now I can build fields here. So this is what I get rid of that field. So it's not going to be a field, it's going to be production. And change this back so I don't accidentally get rid of something I didn't want to get rid of. So the fields always go north to south or east to west. You don't have a choice in that. So I'll go back a few steps. Check the area for resources. Come on. I think that's all. And it says I need to do at least 15 fields, but I'm actually doing a little bit more than that. It's going to be the maximum, which is 16 by 16. I'll just run it out to the maximum, of course. Whoops. So I need to pick these. I can't remember if they disappear when you put a field down or not, but I'm not taking any chances. The reason I'm stepping back from the road a little bit is because it's going to go, it's going to collide with the road if I don't. Because the road is apparently not straight. One square off. Oh, I can get it this way. No, I can't. For some reason, it's not letting me move back one step. Now, do it again. another tree I need to take out. This is why it takes so long to set things up. Well, why it takes me so long. And this tree, I'm going to take the stump out from. And this fielder needs to come, this one will come out as well. This is a time-consuming process, by the way. Or it is when I do it. It can be easy. You can just plonk down a few fields and be done with it if you want. Haven't taken the stumps out, have I? Let's have a look and see where it's going to go to. So that tree, this path. Okay, so I'm going to have to do it in strips. Right. Oh, stop it. To get it to extend, oh, it's not going to. You need to be inside it, otherwise it just moves. It's getting dark already. All right. So that's it. That's as long as I can make it. Let's make it shorter. 10 by 10 by 5. That'll do. Just get the thing down. Now I need to eat and drink. Let's have an apple. Oh, let's have just look at food. Roasted meat. Roasted fish meat is much more food wise. Okay, and a bit of water. I must have eaten something I shouldn't. So it's getting a bit dark. Let's get this house up. Then I can sleep in it. You can sleep in any house. It doesn't have to be your house. Saves running all the way back to Gostovia. This is the time-consuming bit, unless you have fast build, in which case it's just one smack per wall. So you can actually put in the comments whether you prefer me to do this way or the fast build, which you prefer to see. And got to change these walls. And the same for the crafting, which you would prefer to see me do this season. I won't always give you the choice, but since it's my first season and I'm learning what you want as much as what I want, I'm asking. Now, I wonder if I've got enough, haven't got enough planks to change the roof, so it's going to have to stay thatched for now, and I'll change it later. All right, so I have a house so I can sleep overnight. See you in the morning. There we go. Right, let's get the rest of this field finished. I would if I could see where it is. Here it is. Now, that's not a hoe. I might not have put the hoe in the slot yet. I do need to get rid of those tree stump things. Hoe. Tools. That'll be under W for wooden hoe. And I forgot to look at what number it was. 6. Sometimes you could do it with one hit and sometimes you can't. That's right. I remember now. You don't need to grub up or plant or fertilize. What's this? Well, anyway, I'm going to put, I actually will want to put my hoe there, and my shovel there, because that's where I usually keep them, and bag there. You only need to do one square, and of course that particular one's not grubbed up. Now with the bag in your hand, you right click and you choose it's a field and not a tree. And yeah, so then you choose the field and then you choose fertilizer and click. There we go. And now we'll plough it just to get this requirement done. Yep. And then again with the bag, and you click on there and it will show you which ones you're allowed to plant in this season that you've got the seeds for in your bag. And apparently it's only cabbage. So let's just plant a cabbage seed field. So now we've got to the bit I wanted to get to. Resource storage. I'm actually not sure this is exactly the right place. I might need to change a few things. I was planning on doing it here. It's a bit more open. So now I've just messed it all up. Well, let's keep that little bit for now. So what was it I built? The Hunter's Lodge. And then I've just left the blueprints for the other two. Well, the Hunter's Lodge could stay there. I'll get rid of this because I don't want that. That little house can stay there. And that can stay there. I've just wasted some cabbage seeds, stuff like that. But I actually wanted to lay it all out here. I just didn't quite go far enough. So, get the sticks. Where's the road? Here's the road. Now, building. I want to put houses. So, I want my little village laid out. Don't need to worry about the hunter's lodge. But I want a resource storage, which means I need to work out resource storage needs, in my mind, to be central. That's why I'm working out what goes around it. Must be trees in the way. So that's where it's going to go. When I've got lots more resources, I'll move the other buildings across. But for now, they can stay where they are. Or even be a second one, because you need more than one hunter's lodge in a town after a while. I'm actually going to, instead of standing there banging at that all day, I want to get some fields in. And I thought I'd put the fields on this strip between the two sections. So, just check for resources, nothing there. No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. So, there. So this will have to be done in strips instead of a block, but that's all right. The problem with doing them in strips instead of a block is that you can't get them exactly next to each other, not perfectly next to each other. So, whereas if I do them in a block, which means starting here, you can't get them as long. So already I've hit a problem. It's too close to the road. Might go in a little bit further. That's better. So you can go down that way. Because I started it in the wrong spot, you see. So I can either go down that way or, well, I can't go up because the road's in the way. So it has to be down this way. There we are. And then I can put another block of fields next to it. But I don't need them right at the moment, so let's just build them as we need them. 7. Grab up. So I only have a little bit of fertilizer anyway, so I can't plant more than that without buying more fertilizer. And one thing you can do, all it wastes is hoe, if you want to get the farming points that you need to open buildings, is set out fields and grab them up and then delete them again. I just want to get in what I've got, and what I'm going to do is in the empty spaces or the spaces around fields where I can't get a full field, I'll what am I doing? I'll put in the fruit trees, the orchard fields. There are 2 by 2, so you need to have 4 squares available. But here we are. I want to get the cabbages in before the end of the season, so I need to do this now. So I'll fertilise what I've got. If you accidentally click on a field, a square twice to fertilise, it'll do the action, but it won't actually take any fertiliser out of your bag. So, right, so that's all I've got. So I've got to wait for the barn because I've got stuff I can use to make fertiliser, which is much cheaper than buying it. But I can't do it until the barn is unlocked. Right, and now cabbage seeds. Because that's the only thing it's going to let me plant. So from now on, it gets a lot busier. And then once you start getting settlers come to your town, it's even busier because you have even although they're doing a lot of the jobs for you, there's so much management involved. All right, so that's the cabbage seeds done. Now let's put in a couple of fruit trees here. So you go to fields again and you choose orchard. And I'm just going to pop a fruit tree in here. There's not enough room. Not that. There's a lot of buttons to press in this game. There, so we can do a fruit tree there. And what you do for that is you pull out your hoe and grab it. And that's it, just one hit for the orchard. And then you pull out your bag, same bag, use it for everything. And it'll tell you how many seedlings you've got of each type of fruit. So I'll pop an apple tree in there. And you just go like that. And there you are. You have an apple tree growing. I might be able to put one in here if I get it perfectly right. There's something in the way there of that orchard plot. Maybe I'll do it from this direction. No, back. That one. That one. Sometimes it's tricky, and sometimes you just can't do it. Now, see where it's letting me put it. Where you put down your first stake, your first point, not that one. That's where it anchors it to. So you put down your first point where it'll let you. And there you go. Now I can do it. And I'll put a pear tree in. There we go. I don't think there's enough room here for one. But what I want to do is plant these saplings in between houses and things like that. All right. So let's finish this. Well, maybe not, because I could finish those off screen with all the banging of them. Barn is going right here. So we'll get the buildings laid out. Farming barn. So some of these buildings, when you upgrade them, they're on the same footprint. So it really doesn't matter. You don't need to allow space for it. The housing is not on the same footprint. So you do have to allow space for it. So I've run out of logs. The barn. Now, I'll put food storage here next to the barn. Storage. Food. Trying to get them all straight, but oh well. I wanted them all exactly on the cardinal points, so they're all facing straight, but apparently the other two I didn't. That'll do. Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm putting down the foundation just so I can see where they are. Okay, which means now I'll be paying tax on them. Probably not a lot at the moment, but every building costs you tax. So then all I need to drink, I'm going to be losing health. I am losing health. Might as well have a bit of a wash while I'm drinking. And I need to eat. Try not to eat the seedlings. So my health is down a little bit. It might go up over. I think this is the last day of the season, so it's going to go up. So I don't need to worry too much, which means I'm not going to eat either. Because when the seasons change, you get your food back and all of that business. All right. Barn. Now, food storage. Near the resource storage, I want to put the smithy. So let's leave those trees and put the smithy here. And the woodshed. So, smithy, production. It's locked, so I can't put it in yet. So what I wanted to do, might put the woodshed here then. Extraction, woodshed. So now I can make the south there. I'll move it a little bit to the side here, a little bit down. Now I can make the planks from the logs. Mind you, I need logs first, but I'll do a bit of wood chopping after we say goodnight. Well, I actually need to go and do some now because I can't build any of these buildings without the wood. What else do I need to do building-wise? Woodshed, food. Oh, well, yes. Well, let's put the well in this little section here. And that's in extraction. Well, it's only a little building. That'll do. Then there's room for something else in here. And then the marketplace, I want to put in this section here, in behind these buildings. And I'll build a little road up to it. So we've got some road building to do as well, of course. Or path building, it's not really roads. But we'll worry about that when we get to it. So housing over here. And the farm shed I need to put in. And the farm shed needs to be close to the fields. I should have actually put it there, but never mind. It's only a small building, so I might be able to fit it here. Farming, farm shed. Your farm workers need to be as close to the fields as possible, and their houses need to be as close to the fields as possible. Might stick it in here. Because they're the only production or workers that where they have to walk to the farm shed, get changed for work, and then they start producing. And they work on the field that's closest to the farm shed first. So by putting it here, I can have fields touching the farm shed in all directions. That wasn't very straight, but never mind. It's as straight as it's going to get. So every other building, it doesn't matter. The people, they leave their houses and they're working, even though they're still walking to work or whatever. They're working and producing as they're getting to work. But the farm workers in the farm shed, they have to be beside the fields to actually produce work. They have to get to work before they start working. And so the closer the farm sheds are, the more priority they give to the field. So they'll always tend the field that's closest to the farm shed first. You try and have your farm shed in the fields, touching as many fields as possible. All right. So I need to go and get wood. So tree chopping for the foreseeable future. Oh, I can see a chest there. That was handy. I'll take all of that 103 coin and the copper ore. Thank you very much. And the shovel. I'll take these stones as well. All right, so I'll say goodnight to you now. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope this episode has been interesting for you. I'm going to spend as much time as I can before it gets too dark to see anything, just chopping wood and then building up those houses a little bit. And I'll wait. I won't be putting any episodes up until next weekend, so I'll wait to record the at least one of the episodes until after you've put your comments in about whether you think I should, whether you prefer me to do fast building and fast crafting, or just leave it as it is, the slow method. Because after all, I'm making this for you. I could play it however I want, when I want to play. All right. Good night. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.